Al and Michelle Crawford welcome you to Crawford Farms. Located in upstate New York, Crawford Farms houses over 150 fabulously bred broodmares, racehorses, and retirees on 1,000 beautiful acres. Crawford Farms, a boutique breeding operation, sells their top New York, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey yearlings in the Mooresville State Sale and the Lexington Select Sale. Proud sponsors of the Crawford Farms Meadowlands Pace and the Crawford Farms Trot. For up-to-date information, visit crawfordfarms.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update. John Butenschoen had a career best year in 2016. Oh yeah, but then in 2017, he upped his numbers even more. So will he keep that streak going and have another milestone season? We talked with the trainer at Southern Oaks to see what he expects for 2018. John, in 2016, you had $2.3 million in purses earned. 2017, $3.5 million in purses earned. How you feeling about 2018?
Well, I'm nervous as hell. I mean, I got to repeat that. That's not easy to do. I mean, it took me till I was 54 years old to be able to come up with that. I don't know if I can pull another miracle out of my rear end or not, but we'll see. It'll be a little bit harder this year because last year we had quite a few returning 3-year-olds and that's where your big money's at. You know, I'm really pleased with the group of 2-year-olds that we have. The 3-year-olds, I've got some real nice 3-year-olds that are coming back this year. Probably not the depth like I had last year. So to duplicate the money earnings would be a big feat. I just hope we end up with some good horses out of the 3-year-olds that we do have returning. I do have some nice age horses that are coming back, so they may pick up that slack.
Do you want to mention one of the aged horses that you liked?
I'm a little partial, and I talked Crawford's into buying the majority interest. M&L of Delaware stayed in, but Bill's man. He's coming back as a 4-year-old. He's got the handle maturity, the graduate, so he's got some opportunities there, and I couldn't be happier with how he's been training. Corey was here last week, and he said, this ain't the same horse that we quit with last year. He's really turned the corner. But I've got a few new ones of Crawford's that I picked up that I haven't had. Cuffling Hanover was real well received last year in the open ranks a few times that we raced him. So it's exciting to come back with some horses like that. And we can't forget Funkin' Waffles. So.
Oh, absolutely not. Because you can't forget that name. It's incredible. So, well, you mentioned Bill's man. So Dover Dan and Give It Gas and Go, they were kind of a trio together. Where are they?
Yeah, we ended up striking a deal, and I believe Give It Gas and Go was in Norway. We got him sold at the end of the year last year. And Dover Dan group come to me and they put together, I think they purchased him outright, then they maybe syndicated him, but he's standing a stud in Indiana. And I've heard tell that they closed his book real fast and turned down several mares to him. So he was very well received out there, which is that's exciting to see that. So hopefully you'll have an opportunity and we'll have some little Dover Dan babies at some point.
Definitely very cool. So now let's talk about your 2-year-olds. How many do you have here at Southern Oaks?
We've got 33 2-year-olds down here this year. I think last year we had 31, so we're right about the same number. But last year we were a little more skewed towards the trotters. I only had 6 pacers, all colts, no pacing fillies. This year we've got a few more pacers, but that's the way it is.
And today was really an exciting day because we're here watching the 2-year-olds go their first time 2 trips.
Yeah, it might have been exciting for you and me. I don't think the 2-year-olds were quite as optimistic about it. They were like, what the heck's happening here? You know, we brought them in, they're not getting their bath, they're hanging out and asked to go back again. A little cold, a little windy, but they all did real well. So yeah, usually we get down between 25 and 30 in speed range, and the middle of March is when I start repeating them. So today was the first group of 2-year-olds that started going 2 trips.
Okay, let's check out some of these 2-year-olds. First of all, we're gonna take a look at the first crops here. The Heston Bluechip colt that you have, a Music Note Heston Bluechip Breeders' Crown winner, also a 3-year-old divisional champion. How do you like Music Note?
Music Note, I gotta say I like them because I own part of them, but no, very nice colt. I was really happy with how the Heston Bluechips looked when I went to the sale and seen several of them, and got outbid on a few. Excited now that we did get the one that we've gotten. Just a great going horse, good attitude. I can't say enough nice about him. He staked in New York, and we jumped up and we paid him into some open stakes and kept him eligible to quite a few races next year as a 3-year-old as well. So pretty excited about him.
We have an Andover Hall, and it's Donnie Bluechip. Actually, that's his sale name. He is now named Man Willing.
Yeah, M&L of Delaware and Bill Wiswell, they usually buy one trotting colt, one trotting filly a year. This is kind of an amalgamation of the two names. They name everything man or lady. There's our man part, Bill Wiswell, willing. Hopefully he is as willing on the racetrack when it comes time to race as he is now.
A filly now, an explosive matter filly. Her sale name was Go Girl Hanover, but now she is Train of Thought.
Yes, she is. She's a sister to the current Hambo winner from last year, as is still pending, Perfect Spirit, but doing everything real well. I'm very pleased with her. Good size filly, great attitude, great gated filly, moves down the track good. I'm pretty happy to have her in the barn here. I can't say enough nice things about her, actually. So
now we've got another Muscle Hill, Caesar Crazy. This is a colt.
Yes, this is a little homebred that the Crawfords sent to me. As a personal horse, he's probably my favorite horse, just as a horse-wise. He reminds me of a big lab retriever. He's full of energy. He's like a puppy dog. He's just always bouncing around. Little colt that doesn't know he's a little colt, loves his work, got a huge gait. If you see him training, he covers the ground, and I just always happy. He doesn't have a bad day, and he doesn't get tired, and he's just like the dog. I mean, he wants to play. I bet you if we taught him to with his jolly ball, he'd play fetch with you, or he'd just keep on running out the gate, and then that wouldn't be a good thing either. So I think we'll leave that one for another day.
Now this Muscle Hill, we're going to talk about Malibu. The breeding.
Yeah, the breeding, the pressure. Unfortunately, this one can only disappoint. She is a half-sister to Walner. And from the time I first seen her up at the farm at Crawford's, they told me they would like to send her to me. I was thrilled to be able to try to train her. So far, she's training me or I'm training her, I don't know. But what a nice filly. I mean, big, strong. There's nothing that you can... Oh, Daisy joined the group here. There's nothing that you can't like about her. Happy, going down the track the way she's supposed to.
One more trotter before we get to a pacer here. Colombo Hall. And now that was his sale name, but now he's renamed Thunder. A lot of press already on this horse, but I had to get the scoop.
I'm going to say everybody that comes, he's, like I told earlier, he's probably one of the most asked about colts. Hopefully he'll be one of the most talked about colts. We call him Dover 2.0. Simply, I've never seen two horses that remind me of each other, and through a roundabout way, they're kind of full brothers, which they are full brothers in blood. Dover Dan was a Andover Hall. This is a Conway Hall, so they're full brothers. Dover Dan was out of CRK Susie. This one's out of CRO Suzanna, full sisters. So full brothers, technically in blood, and the similarities are amazing. If they can duplicate or half duplicate what Dover Dan did, I think everybody will be tickled to death. But the way they look on the racetrack, the way they go, their attitudes, they're like twins. So we're kind of excited to have them in the barn. I know the ownership group on him is very excited to have them in the barn. So hopefully we'll have a little fun in New York and maybe be able to parlay that over into some of the national races later on in the year as well.
So let's talk about the Somebeachsomewhere. You have Mamie Hanover, a filly.
Yeah, she's kind of featured here. Some Beach, unfortunately succumbing last year, so I wanted to spotlight her a little bit. She was a reasonable price filly for her pedigree. I think we give around $60,000 for her. June full. I'm thinking that's probably the reason. Maybe she didn't bring a little bit more, but she's like a little rocket ship on wheels. I mean, she just does everything he asks of her. Great attitude, great gait. Couldn't be more pleased. She's filled up here pretty nice. She's going to grow up. She's not going to be a large filly, but she'll have enough size. She definitely has the right attitude, has the right gait, so hopefully she's the right Some Beach filly.
Awesome. Thank you so much, John.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you, everyone, for watching, and thank you to the Butenschoen stable for having us today. I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update.
Harness Racing Update is the sport's most comprehensive and trusted news source and the fastest growing publication in the game. HRU has you covered with award-winning features and commentary from some of the sport's best writers. Stellar photography, race news, results, entries, handicapping, and video replays. The industry's most comprehensive sales results, and harness racing's best reader feedback section. And it's all delivered free of charge to your email box multiple times each week. See why HRU is the most trusted news source of the sport's most important people from all facets of the industry. Subscribe today for free. To subscribe, just go to harnessracingupdate.com and then click subscribe for free.